Ms Legalista, aka Attorney Sheila here, back with another short form complaint review in regards to the hair relaxer lawsuits. Now, I've done a video where I went over the long complaint that went over the history and the products and the causes of action. It was over an hour and a half. Then I put together a video that sort of just gave you the overview of the short form complaint that you can go online and download. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one that I came across. Actually, I felt a little uncomfortable about it because this person is in the same state that I'm in. And here I am thinking I could be passing by this person, and I'm getting ready to review this person's complaint online. I'm not going to be sharing this person's name, but just knowing that this person is nearby has left me feeling some kind of way. But I'm going to be doing more of these videos around this to increase awareness about the lawsuits, to increase awareness about what women have gone through, and to hopefully provide information that can be useful to them. So let people know. And yeah, let's jump into it. If you have not had a chance to take a look at the short form that is not filled out, I mean, this will be helpful, but you can also go back and take a look at that video also, because it's empty and it shows you where to get it. But this is what the top of it looks like. And we're going to go through this one that has been filled out by this person here in the state where I live. The first thing to notice is under plaintiffs. She has a listing here of the parties. Okay, it starts with number one that just says who the plaintiff is and what's going on. And then number two is where the plaintiff is listing his or her name, whoever is listing a name there, files this complaint pursuant to case management order number 2. There's a case management order that's sort of dictating what the process looks like for this. And then this person is filing in where they are. It says United States District Court for the Middle District of North Carolina. This is where this person is located. And I can tell you a little bit more about this because I'm right here in the same district. Let's scroll down. This person says where she currently resides. She has that checked off. Now, notice here, this person did not fill out this one that says where plaintiff purchased and used defendant's products in the city and state. In the Iowa one, if you go back and look at the Iowa complaint, you will know that that person was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And she put here, plaintiff resides in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And then the plaintiff also said plaintiff purchased and used defendant's products in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So you can check more than one box. It says, please check the appropriate boxes. And sometimes it's helpful in terms of jurisdiction to have this information in here. But notice that this was the one that this person checked. And then the person says, the original venue is a judicial district in which a substantial part of the events or omissions giving rise to the claim occurred. And this person lives in the Middle District of North Carolina. And so this person is saying use of the product and resulting injury occurred in the Middle District of North Carolina. And so that is what this person is checking off here. If we scroll down to number 3, the person says that they are a citizen of, and it says state and territory. So this is a very, this form is very clear to some extent about how to fill it out. I know when I was going through the blank form, it's a little difficult. That's why I'm coming back to do these ones to give you some examples of what other people have filled out. And then you have who all of the defendants are. And well, how does she know who all of these defendants are? Because there is actually another chart that tells you which defendant, the company name that relates to the product. So you can see here, check all applicable defendants, and she's done some of that. And how does she know? Well, let's scroll down here. I actually wish these were in reverse order, but that's okay. Let's go to number 5, and then you're going to see the next chart. Number 5 says, upon information and belief, plaintiff began using her hair relaxer products on or about the following date, 1986, and stopped using 2018. Oh my goodness. I said this in the very last video that I did for Iowa. I think we are looking at the same sort of timeline for a lot of people. I fall right in with this also. This sort of starting around 85, 86, and then ending somewhere. Mine was more around, 2014 or something like that. But you see this sort of long period of time where women use these products and then they stop. I would love to have a conversation with women about this. Upon information and belief, plaintiff used the following hair relaxer products with which plaintiff contends caused or contributed to their injuries and brings claims against the following defendants. And so here you have her now checking. So here's where you can see who the defendant is. You just need to know what your product was, which were the products that you used. She used Hawaiian Silky here, and then here's the defendant. And that's why at the beginning, at the very beginning back up here, you can see that party listed. AFAM Concept, doing business as JF Labs Inc., House of Cheatham, L'Oreal, Soft Sheen, all of that, because they're already listed on this form for you. You just match them up and they are listed. This is how kind of simple this is. Avalon Industries, she used a firm cream relaxer and a firm sensitive scalp relaxer. Beauty Bell, she used Originals by Africa's Best Originals. House of Cheatham, she used Africa's Best Herbal Intensive and another product there. L'Oreal, Dark and Lovely. You guys, I would use me some Dark and Lovely relaxer all the time. That was my go-to. I've said that before. Optimum, Bantu, Ultra Precise. Okay, we'll come back to that. Mazzani, but really and truly, I mean, Carefree Curl, Luster's Pink Oil Moisturizer Relaxer. Now, a lot of you during this time period probably use the pink oil, just the pink oil moisturizer. A lot of people use that too, but that was not a relaxer, but hey. Or as olive oil. And then we have more of that. We have more African Pride products that she used. And again, one of the things that I've said, and then you've got Motions. For the longest time, I love their shampoo and conditioner. I've switched to something else now though. Then you have S&B Botanicals, TCB, No Base Cream Hair Relaxer with protein and DNA. And so you can see all of these. And let me talk about this too, because for a while, here was this other thing that was going on. We thought as women, when we were switching to no-lie relaxers and texturizers, that meant we weren't getting any of those bad products in our hair. We did not know that it didn't mean exactly what it said. Okay. We did not find that out until later. So that's a whole nother sort of marketing that was just wrong. And we'll get to that when we talk about causes of action in this one. But just a reminder, we thought that stuff was okay. We thought we were doing better about our hair. So no lie versus lie relaxers. Yeah. And there were some relaxers out there that were really, really strong. Other manufacturers, she doesn't have any listed here. Number 8, plaintiff's use of defendant's hair relaxer products caused serious injuries. And it looks like she was diagnosed with endometrial cancer. And then the approximate date of diagnosis was April 2015. And then so here are the causes of action. Here are the theories of recovery. And there are 15 of them. And I'm not going to go into detail. But what I want you to know is typically, again, this is where the attorney would come in and lay out what your causes of action are. This has already been done for you. This short form complaint, this has already been done for you. And so in most cases, most people are going to check all of these until we get down to some of the ones on the second page. Wrongful death. So if you're still alive, you're probably not going to check that one. Survival action, you're probably not going to check that one either. Loss of consortium, that's going to depend on whether or not you have a partner and this impacted the intimate relationship that you had with that partner. And then you have a jury demand here. Now, what was interesting to me was like, oh, okay, let's see who I know, because I practice law here in Durham. And so one of these names does actually sound familiar. I actually have met this person before. I don't know this person on a real personal basis, but as attorneys, you run into each other. So this is where you would have the parties who have submitted this and filed this on behalf of the person who is listed here. So that's it. That's another complaint. Again, just trying to put some of these out here so that you can see how people have filled them out. And as I talk about them and go through them, sometimes different issues are popping up in my head that I want to talk about too. So I'll probably do a few more of these, but I'm going to be also looking at some of the other documents and taking a deep dive into some of the issues that have been presented in the original complaint. Now, one of the videos that I did, the very first one that I did almost a year ago, it's like an hour and a half long. It seriously is like this thing that you could just turn on and just listen to it because there's so much information there. But I'm going to go back and start to break pieces of that out. I'm going to do some shorts so that people can more likely hear some of it. It just being one video, one really long video, sure, some people are going to hear it, but by breaking it up, it allows me to better get the information out to people. So I hope you will continue to follow. I hope you will share this with people who you think might need to know this information or just might be interested in learning a little bit more about this. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos on this subject. Peace.